this is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. Wednesday, August the 13th, 2025, the AFC Champions League 2 playoffs and ISL side Super Cup winners FC Goa take on the champions of Oman, Seeb, at the Fatorda at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, 7:30 p.m. IST kickoff. And we all hope and wish, all of us who support Indian football, that FC Goa can pull this one off. In good news, the match will be streamed live by KL Now. All the best wishes to everyone involved. And for FC Goa, the same applies from my side. Manolo Marquez and his team, I hope you win. I hope you give us some positive news in these very, very tough times. FC Goa played a few friendlies locally to prepare for this match because, yes, the Indian season is still not on. There were some changes in the squad. They brought in Paul Moreno to replace Uday. They brought in Javier Severio, an experienced striker per se in Indian football conditions, as well as David Timor. So 3 Spaniards join Manolo's squad, which already has Ika Guruchena, Borja Herrera, as well as Dejan Drazic. Amongst the Indians, Harsh Patre is the only nominal signing of the club who, were in talks with other players. But again, we all know what the situation is. So maybe some of the signings haven't happened. The only departure per se is that of Jay Gupta, who's moved to East Bengal. Otherwise, Goa has sort of been able to keep its flock together. The coach attended the pre-match press conference with Bryson Fernandes, one of the breakthrough players of the last season of the ISL. And despite not questions being allowed to be asked on the current state of Indian club football, it did come through, it did factor through. FC Goa want to do this not only for themselves, they want to do it for Indian football. That's the need, that's the requirement. And the question is, can they do it? Home advantage, to me, is a big thing in continental club competitions. But Seeb are no pushovers. They have 7 Omani national team players, and they signed Abdul Aziz Cissé, a Senegalese striker, besides Abu Razat Kamara, someone who's played for Liberia for the national team. And again, they did win the AFC Cup in 2022. On the other side, also in Oman, the league season hasn't started. It starts next week. So that might be even ground. Even though they did play the Omani Super Cup and lost on penalties, they did play a 4-team friendly competition. But maybe the weather conditions, maybe the atmosphere, I hope many, many fans turn up and support FC Goa in this game. Maybe that gives them the edge. If FC Goa win, they will play in the AFC Champions League 2. And if they lose, they drop down to the 3rd tier AFC Challenge League. But the question that remains in my head is, can they do it? And I think, yes, they can. Because this is a tough opponent. Again, continental champions in the old AFC Cup. A top team in their own country, Seeb club. But I hope and I wish Manolo Marquez, now back 100% as FC Goa coach, can pull this off. He said something very interesting which I didn't know at the press conference. that for the first time ever, he's coaching a club side in a continental match. Manolo hasn't done that. But he knows this team. He's brought in players to strengthen and sort out things. I mentioned Harsh Patre as an Indian signing. I shouldn't forget Ronnie Wilson Carbodon. But a lot of the Indian boys are internationals. We've got players like Sandesh Chingan, Boris, Udanta. We'll see, hopefully, Saltavora perform. Ritik Tiwari in goal has been a revelation last season. I hope he can do something with the team. Maybe a 4-2-3-1, maybe a 4-3-3. It'll be interesting to see how Manolo sets his team up. Does he take a wait and watch approach? All of this will be very, very interesting to see. I'll be doing a live watch along. So if you want to join me, do that. And as always, I ask you at the end of the video, got something to add? Do you want to wish FC Goa all the best? You want to write down something else? Do that below. And as always, like, share and subscribe Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com. And I'll be back very soon. Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now and all the best. Forza Goa.